Hello, beautiful and brave soul. I have here in front of me love that has been dismantled and destroyed. I have something coming through that says there's somebody that really wishes deep in their heart on a star, okay? This is deep love that people have towards each other. There's two people here. And it's romantic. It's like a deep love, a longing. But look at this energy. Okay, look at this energy. Look at all this destruction. Do you hear me? We have a volcano in reverse and the tower. Everything has been destroyed. Everything's been destroyed. And there's a lack of nurturing, a lack of. There's a deep fear here, an obsession where two people can't quite figure out how to come into union with another. There's a spiritual connection here. It's deep, it's loving, and it's soulful. It's wholesome. It's raw and real. And somebody is literally wishing like a genie, rubbing a lamp. If they had 3 wishes, this is it to get this right. And there's a lot of pride and ego in the way. People are worried because it's destruction. There's Mars energy here. There's a war. There's a battle. There's a battle here. And there's also a deep friendship. So somebody has a yearning for a friendship with someone. They really want to get this back. So let's find out what happened here. So I want to see because I don't want to spend all the time on what happened. You know, that's kind of the background. We'll leave it there. You know if this is your thing or not, if you've been through this or not. So somebody has been perceived to be bad, okay? We're going to inner child it here. We're going to speak from the heart. We're going to go into the inner child. Bad. Somebody is perceived as bad. And the universe doesn't work like that. Nobody can be bad. So that's why the ego is really in the way. That's why the ego is really in the way. Because the beholder will always see what they want to see. Roses are shit, evil or good, beauty or trash. So it's like the perception is off here. There's a perception, love letter on the top. So there's a love letter here. Somebody is really trying to connect to you, or you're trying to connect to them. What is it that you don't quite know, though? What is it? Where do I need to... oh, shit. Sorry. Sadist. Sadist came out. Sadist. Time. Sadist. Mammon and greed. Wow. That's kind of sadistic, isn't it? Sadist with greed. There's no good or bad. Somebody is allowed to be who they are. That's kind of excessive. How do you channel your light? Wicked. Wiccan. A love letter. Wicked. Gosh darn it. If I knew how to write words. Communication. You won't break my soul. Bitter. I can't, like, the words are really struggling to come out today. Bittersweet. Bittersweet. Poisoning. See, there's such a destructive energy here. Love letter on the top. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I have 2 figures here. One is really looking up in the universe, hoping and praying and wishing for what's up there. They're very open and expansive, like heart wide open. And then one person's very like, no, this is mine. I have to hoard and hold and possess. Literally in both cards, guys. Look at this. Look at this. So you see the priest. One is up in open arms and the other is coiled in, which is the child in this specific card. But look how these two figures, one's arms are up, looking up, and one's down, holding on to their stuff. So I'm saying there's two people here that are really, but look at the love. There's so much deep love here. Honest, pure, and real. Praying, praying. She's just praying. One of them is praying. One of them is looking up like, what, make this happen? God, make this happen. God, what's going on? But we have sadist with greed, bittersweet poisoning. There is no good or bad. Okay, interesting. Bittersweet poisoning, something's poisonous here. Something's very poisonous. We also have two people falling out of the tower, Okay, Chariot, number 7, that stood out. 7, 7. That's going to be significant to what you're going through. That could be so many things. 7th house, which is relationships. We have 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 years. Let's see. So there's a lot of throat chakra issue here. Now 7 minutes. Oh my gosh. There is so much going on for you. The 7 of Swords. Okay? This message is insignificant. Do you hear me? 7 of Swords. There's a lot of foolishness here. With sadist, greed, and 7 of Swords, moving towards not good. Why are you moving towards this? So there's an enemy here that you were in love with. You're in love with an enemy. I'm sorry. You're in love with an enemy. Why is that though? What does that mean? 4 of Cups. Somebody that is rejecting the universal. Okay. Because somebody is, I see. We have somebody here. I'm telling you, listen, the amount of throat chakra blockage is killing me. Okay. There's 2. Okay. You have heart open. Let's go, universe. Bring it to me. I'm ready. I'm open. And this other person's like, no, I'm holding on to all the pain, all the anger, all the wrath, all the greed. It's mine. And I'm going to punish you for it. Somebody's punishing somebody here. They're punishing you. And you have a decision to make. Do you want to go to war with this person? Do you want to go to war with this person? Or are you going to come up with a better plan? If you love me, would you say something? If you love me, would you say? Injustice. I love how that fell on the floor because it's like, with all this destruction, destroyer, intoxication with just destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Somebody really wants to just tear you down, my friend. It's not because, listen, I don't want to bash anyone here. What I want to acknowledge is somebody here is such a baby spirit. Okay? They're a little baby. And somebody here is a very, even if you're a baby, you're open. You're open. You're just very with it. You're very with the universal law. And this other person is not. They got trust issues. They have greed problems. They have sadist. Come on, that's intense. That means the universe said to them, they said, you can have whatever you want and they said, I'm choosing to be a sadist. Like, that's their mindset around healing themselves, is if I'm in a suit of flesh and I can do whatever I want, then that's what I'll do. I'll be a suit of flesh. So they're very... So everybody has a way they connect to their healing and how they tap into their spiritual. So Mac Miller's coming to mind. Love you, Mac. I love you. It's like Mac went through life kind of like a destructive bulldozer, right? And he knew his lifestyle was going to create a crash, but he still did it. He still did the drugs. He still did the girl. He did the women. Whatever he was doing it to the fullest. He wanted to experience it all. Now I'm hearing T-Pain. What's it called? Studio Love. Let's make love in the studio. And that's like, somebody's just so infatuated with lust and sexuality and skin, and it's very primal of them. Now, why am I here? What am I here to share about this? What do they need to know from me? They want to stroke your body like I do my keyboard. Go back to the beginning. Why did you start? Where's the love? What threats are you afraid of? What type of security are you looking for? Wow, this is a deep connection, guys. This love you have goes all the way back to Atlantis, 1212. What behavior is going to secure this love? What are you willing to sacrifice? I don't know what's going on here. How do I put this together, Spirit? Because now we have 17 in reverse. Somebody lost faith in somebody here, but you're praying, you're hoping. You lost faith. Yeah, let's do animals. I want to be abstract. I don't want to be... Man, the throat chakra ain't playing. You guys have something to say to each other. But can you communicate it well? Like, what's going on? Dirty Diana was also significant. It was like somebody's perception of the other is like they're I do not like that term. I'm not about to say that. I was going to say for the streets. But maybe that's for you, or to resonate as a general way to say it. It's all about perception. I'm not judging anybody here, because literally the universe gives you the option. You get to play with this reality however you choose. And the way you perform and produce your art is up to you and up to them, right? We all get a choice. We all can play with this reality however we choose. But you both love each other, I'm telling you. What has time taught you? How do you channel this light into the darkness? Oh, I know. I love this quote. It's from a song. I charged my tablet. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's important. Okay, what's the song called, Spirit? I already forgot. If I remember. Dean? I don't know what he's called. Something Dean. Let's see if he's in my search history. Because there's a line from a song that's coming through. Recent searches. Where are you at, recent? Oh, wow. What? Miracle Lovers playing in the background. There's a miracle that can happen here. I'm just really picking up on this. This is really important, and I know I'm super hyper focused on it, but I need to be. If you want to skip, you can, but let me focus. Zach Bryan, that's his name. Zach Bryan, I think it is, dear miss. That's why I had me do it that way. I understand now. We're all confused. You know that? We're all human. I want you to remember that. When we're over here saying, they did all this, it's all about, they're the blame and I'm the good one. I really want us to remember, like, we are all trying to be human and this is Earth. Zach Bryan. I don't even know if it's a song, but I'm just going to try it. Yes, I'm reading it to you. It's important. You came here for this message. There's a letter. Look. Love letter. You hear me? There's a letter to your mother that is hidden in my desk that I wrote to her in a sober mind. It's my apology for all the things I used to be and swearing I'll change over time. She might not believe me because no one ever does, except her daughter that loves me true. God forbid all it takes for a boy to finally wake is to be cherished and loved all the way through. She lets me drink my liquor when I'm singing through the night. She slaps my hand when it's too much. She's mean and she's kind, strong and divine. And Lord only knows how tough. So dear miss, by the time you see this, it'll be in love or it'll be in vain. So may God bless and keep us. May you think kind of my name. And I know I've had my days and I've made my mistakes. So please point me to the nearest perfect man. I'll gladly take advice from a man who with no vice, if it means I can hold your hand. She was raised up proper and I was raised up with a poor working boy's heart. The way the light is bleeding on her smiling cheeks. This evening is the finest of world's fine art. So dear miss, by the time you see this, I'll be in love or it'll be in vain. So may God bless and keep us. May you think kind of my name. And she's standing in the doorway, rambling on about my old ways. How they were reckless and free. How all my imperfections and every ugly lesson is worth every last second with me. Listen, and then under that, we got always choose unity over division. Always choose one humanity over no humanity. And that's Ralph Smart. So I'm going to title this. So that same artist, Zach Bryan, has another song. I thought that line was in that song, but it's not. I had never read those lyrics. But there's a line from another song that I'm going to title this video because, I know it. It's for you. Listen. Shh, listen. Shh, shh. You gotta listen twice and be quiet. 2 ears, 1 mouth. He says, love somebody who grows flowers in the darkest parts of you. I believe that's the lyric. If it's not, I'll title this video that, because that's what's going on here. Somebody grows flowers in the darkest, I think you both do, grow flowers in the darkest parts of each other. So you have this strange love where it goes through millennia, through time and space, back to Atlantis, my friend. It's deeper than the flesh, but this you're struggling because this person's enjoying their life in the flesh, and you're looking into the heavens, into the spirit world, like you're more interested in out there, going back or going forward or something, and they're like, what you mean, right here's great. They're like, because I'm just seeing artists who indulge in things like substances. It doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they're heartbroken. That's how they deal with their heartbreak. You deal with your heartbreak by going out there in outer space, okay? And they're dealing with it by, it's very self-destructive. But how do we measure it? I don't know. I think the poisoning, bittersweet poisoning, I really just think what's going on here, the message that you needed to hear was mainly that song. We have the turtle here. So taking things slow. I see, you're separated from your wolf pack here energy. The turtle, it's all about creativity. I almost feel like you guys need to like write each other letters. Like write each other poetry or letters, or find a way to get back into a heart space rhythm with this person, because there's so much love, but there's so much hurt. Miracle Lover, Dirty Diana, One Wish. It's like the music that was playing for this was very I wish this could be. I wish this was a thing. I wish this would happen. I wish the sun, the heavens, and God, and the moon and sky would just. It's just like Romeo and Juliet. It's a tragedy, but at the same time, not everybody's here to be stable, I guess. Maybe you guys have a relationship that it's volatile because your energy is meant to shake things up. It's meant to really create powerful change in the world. So I'm just going to review these tarot cards. Actually, I want to ask both of you guys a question, because it seems like you guys really want to talk to each other. So what do you want to say? See, you're ready. You're like, I have something to say. The scents and blinking lights are me. So I'm seeing my dream. You're working in the astral, and you're consciously of it or not, because I'm talking to your higher self here. That's why we're doing tarot, so I can help you talk to you, There's an oversoul you here that's trying to find, you're trying to be a spirit guide for this person. You're trying to tap into the astral plane. Oh, they've got a lot to say over here. I watch you with your family, is what they have to say to you. You are beautiful. So they watch you with your family, and you are beautiful. This is their higher self, what it would say to you, okay? What do you have to say? Past the pain and hurt, what do you have to say? Please forgive yourself. You want this person to forgive themselves. You want this person to get out of the drowning, drunkenness, the sorrow, the hurt and pain. Whatever it is, their grief, their rejection of the universe, of God, of self, you want them to get out of this lower vibrational energy. Forgive yourself. You want them to forgive themselves. And what do they have to say? What do they have to say? I am with you all the time. It was actually in reverse, so it's almost like they want to be with you all the time, because they're not. It's kind of how I'm getting that message, actually. They want to be with you all the time. Because and then you have something to say to that. It's like, and this is what you have to say to them. I am so proud of you, and I support your path. Because in our oversouls, we're not mean and bitter and jealous and greedy and angry. That's just in the earth realm. We're in hell. That's how we act out in hell. We throw our tantrums. But in your highest version of yourselves, you guys are communicating in a more loving way. And that's where you guys are trying to get to. You're trying to get to that level of enlightenment. I'm actually going to read just a little something from my book here. I get so nervous. Okay. Can I do this? I'm not brave. I'm gonna go here. High school sweethearts. How did you guys meet? We were asked. When we were 10, at the skating rink, we would say, oh, that's so cute. How sweet. So you went to high school together? They would respond, yes, we pretty much grew up together. Then they'd say, oh gosh, you are so lucky. I'm so jealous. I'm just gonna leave it there. But that's just outside perception of what people see versus what may actually be going on. So you could be having fights and chaos that make you guys feel torn apart, while on the outside people are looking like everything's okay. So I think that's the main message. I gotta go. I have someone here. Thank you so much for watching. Everything's linked below. If you're interested in a reading or my book, it's on Amazon. Please leave a comment. Let me know how this connected, and I will see you next time. Bye.